The Western Conference had some insane moves in the NBA. So let's talk about them and let's predict some standings. So this is what the standings are at the moment of recording. It is well, it's February 10th today. At time of recording. And the Thunder are the 1 seed all the way down to New Orleans as the 15 seed. So let's talk about what I think predictions are going to happen. Let's start with the bottom. The bottom is going to stay about the same. New Orleans traded Brandon Ingram. Um, that's really what they did. They traded Brandon Ingram. They didn't do really anything else that I can think of off the top of my head. And they've struggled with injury this year. Zion's been very, very hurt. And there's just been a lot of things that have just not gone right for this team, and that's what sucks about it. The Pelicans were a team that everyone, or a lot of people at least, thought would be in the top, probably. I mean, 7, 8, 6, and in the West, that's really good. Um, like everyone thought if the Pelicans stay healthy, they'd be a really good team. That's just what everyone thought. Brandon Ingram wanted out, ended up getting traded. And they didn't get too much insanity back for him, so a little weird. Let's go to Utah. Utah has basically nothing going for them. They don't have a lot of talent. They have Keontae George, but he hasn't had the same season that as a rookie that he did. Walker Kessler, same thing. Jordan Clarkson's old. I mean, there's just not a lot of fun in this team. It's just kind of a boring team. Same thing with Portland. I was surprised Portland didn't make more moves at the deadline, but they didn't. So here we are. Those bottom three are really, they're going to be the bottom three the rest of the year. The top 12 are really teams that I'm focused on. The next easy conversation we can have is who's going to be the 1 seed, and it's going to be the Thunder. We all know it's going to be the Thunder. Thunder are running away with this conference, as tight as it is from 2 to 12. But they're running away with this conference. It's not close. And I don't see anyone catching them, no matter how hot they get, because the Thunder are always hot. So they're going to stay at 1. But let's go back down to 12. San Antonio, I personally believe with the De'Aaron Fox acquisition, I think they are going to make the playoffs. And I'm going to put them at 8 for now. And you'll see why in a second. I might move them around here and there, as you saw with the last video with the Eastern Conference. If you have not seen that video, go check it out. Um, but yeah, I'm going to put San Antonio in the play-in. I think they're going to be a good play-in team. I don't know where exactly yet, but for now, I'm gonna. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I'm gonna leave them at 8 for now. Golden State. Golden State with Jimmy Butler. See, this is where it gets hard because there's so many teams that I could just see. Actually, let me look. How close behind? They're tied with 9 right now. All right, Golden State's also going to make the play-in, and I'm pretty confident about that, assuming Jimmy stays healthy. Again, this is another team that's going to stay healthy. So we're going to put both of these guys. We'll put them at 9-10 for now. I think both of those teams are going to make the playoffs. Curry is going to hopefully play his head off. But yeah, we'll leave those two in the play-in for now. Jimmy Butler acquisition was huge. De'Aaron Fox's acquisition was huge. Phoenix, I think, is going to miss it. I think Phoenix is going to miss the play-in completely, which is hard to say but if you see all the reports, like all the tension and stuff that you see in their locker, actually, I'll go find a report. I'm not going to play the video with sound, but you can see it right here. Phoenix locker room is toxic right now, per Ramona Shelburne. Now, I would say take this lightly. A lot of reporters um, say these things and try to get attention. But I do think because there has been reports elsewhere as well, saying things like that. I think Brian Windhorst said it. I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean, there's been a few other reports elsewhere saying that the Suns locker room is toxic. And granted, like reporters don't know. They say things, they jump on things. It's all impulse, the things that they say. So I'm not going to take that too much. But I don't think it's necessarily fake. So for that reason, I'm going to have the Suns out of the plan for now. This is where it gets really hard because, dang man, here's what I'm going to do. I think Sacramento's going to make it with Zach LaVine. Golden State's going to make it. Sacramento's going to make it. The team that I'm going to end up that I think isn't going to end up out of all of these teams is Dallas. I think they have the best chance of not making it through to the plan simply because of the Anthony Davis injury. We don't know how long that's going to be. They said a few weeks. And that few weeks could determine how far behind they are from all of the other teams. I don't necessarily think like it's guaranteed, but they don't have Lively, they don't have Anthony Davis. That's two big pieces. Kyrie's playing well, great. He made the All Star game actually just like an hour ago, I think, of time of recording. But I think I think these four teams are who I'm going to have in the plan. I I'm pretty sure. Oh man, actually, you know what? The Clippers are going to be in the top six. I am a Clippers supporter. I really like the Clippers to be in the top six, and I say that because of the Bogdanovich pickup. I think the Bogdanovich pickup was phenomenal. I think it was absolutely spot on for what they needed to do. Um, are they a perfect team? No. Do I think they'll be six? Yeah, I think they'll be the sixth seed if they end up in the top six. I think they'll be number six. Um, but I do like the Clippers. I like the Clippers over a couple other teams. And I will say I'm also going to put Minnesota in that top six as well. Um, I also like them. Well, I don't like them, but I do like them. And I'm not putting the Lakers in seven. I'm just trying to help myself out. I think five and six are going to be Minnesota and LA. I don't know which order. I'd probably pick Minnesota over LA, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's talk about the Lakers. Everyone wants to talk about the Lakers. I think the Lakers are going to actually end up being my last playing team. And the only reason that I say that is because of the Mark Williams trade being rescinded. That is brutal to the Lakers. They have no big men, nothing. Do I think Luka and LeBron will get wins? Absolutely, 100%. But I think they're going to get a lot of losses simply because they have no defense and because Mark Williams' trade did not happen. They have all the offense in the world, by the way. They have Dalton Connect back, and now they can just snipe everybody. But Jackson Hayes isn't going to hold it down. They're probably going to sign someone in the buyout market, I'm sure. But nobody in the buyout market is going to do anything with the amount of bigs that are in this Western Conference. Like literally just go through every single team. The Thunder have Chet. Memphis has Zach Edey and Jaren Jackson. The Nuggets have the best player in the world. Houston has Alperen Şengün. The Timberwolves have Rudy Gobert. The Clippers, bro, like the Clippers have Zubac and who did they just get? Eubanks. They just got Eubanks. The Lakers, obviously, that's who we're talking about. The Spurs have Wembanyama. The Warriors, that's another interesting weirdo team that I'm not gonna talk about. But the Kings have Sabonis. The Mavericks have Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford. The Suns, who did the Suns get? I don't even remember. They have Bull. I'm kidding. Like that's tough. And LeBron is not the defender he used to be. Luka's not a great defender. They don't have a great defender on this team outside of Jared Vanderbilt. And probably someone I'm forgetting that you guys are going to flame me for. But man, this Lakers team scares me. It scares me in a way that it scares me to. They're going to struggle. They're going to struggle not having it big. Anyways, back on track. I do think the top four teams are going to be the four teams that have been in the top four for the last however long it's been. Oklahoma City is going to be one. Memphis, Denver, and Houston are all basically at the same spot. I think Memphis has an edge, but I don't. The Nuggets are on a 6 game win streak right now, and the Memphis has lost a couple in a row, so it's really close. Houston just got taken out by Denver. Here's what I think. Memphis is a streaky team. They're a streaky team. So for that, I'm going to put them at 3. Um, I think they're going to be the 3. Who's going to be 2? That's the question. If the Nuggets end up at 2, we're going to have one of the greatest MVP races of all time versus Shea and Jokic. I'm going to have a video about that later. Stay tuned for that. Houston, I'm for the sake of the MVP race, I'm going to put Denver at 2. And yes, I'm a Nuggets fan. Flame me all you want. I don't really care. I'm very confident in this Nuggets team to figure it out. Houston, I'm going to have at 4. Houston's struggling right now. But I think they'll be okay. Like, by the way, I think, hang on a second. It's important to note that this is not my playoff rankings. I don't know if the Thunder are going to be the best team in the playoffs. I don't know if the Houston Rockets are going to be the 4th best team. I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that this is regular season basketball, and for now, I think this is how it's going to be.